Hello friends, welcome to a Steam page. Most of you probably know what this is. This is a Steam library. This is my Steam library. I am Step, by the way. And I'm not sure where I'm going to post this yet. It's either going on one of my existing channels or possibly a brand new channel. But basically, the point of this video is to introduce my Let's Play series. I have no time to play video games. I love video games. I keep buying video games, and I have... where's my number of video games? I have 942 video games in my library, most of which I've never played. So I am, as of today, January 1st, 2018, resolving to play a game a day for the next year. Now, I might play more than a game a day, but I will at least be playing one new game a day, or one game from my Steam library a day for the next year. I was going to start at the very top, but that would leave me with 100% orange juice, which I honestly don't even know how I got this one. But it seems pretty lame. And then going down the list is like 12 Lavers of Hercules. Well, I've already played 1 and 2 and don't want to start on the third one. And then there's 1, 2, 3 Slaughter Me Street, which is a horror game. I didn't really want to start there either. So I am prone to waffling and capricious behavior, which you'll probably get to know and love. But basically, I just decided to start with 140. This is a game that I have played a little of. I've, played it enough to know what it's like. But I figured this is a good one that maybe not everyone has heard of. So we're going to open this up and play some games. Alright, here we have, it's a pretty groovy kind of game. It's, you might say minimalistic. You start with a square, which turns into a ball. And the controls are really just the arrow keys and, yeah, the arrow keys. So you go up to jump and turn into a triangle, go left and right, and down doesn't actually do anything. So we have, because I've played the game before and beaten the first level, we've unlocked all of the variations. But I think I'm just going to start with the first one. So let's take this ball over to the old zoom. And color changes. Now you notice some background color changes or spots. The reasons for those will become evident momentarily. And actually, just give me a second. Alright, sorry, I was trying to fit the screen better to the layout of the game. But we're back now. Alright, so shift. Whoops. Trying to get used to these controls. I just moved my computer and haven't set it up the way I like it, so the arrow keys are kind of difficult for me to work with because I'm left-handed. Oh, you can use WASD too. That's good to know. I believe these are save points, by the way, the bits of light that get flicked about. I'm not going to talk over this game too much because the music really affects the gameplay. Oh no! So timing is everything, and the music really helps you with the timing. And if you land in the middle of a solid, you get pushed back. Hope this color scheme isn't too hard on anyone's eyes. Aha. Yeah, this isn't a game where you can go really exploring too far. It's more go where the path is leading you and try not to fall off of ledges and things. So oh no! Yeah, part of the fun is trying to figure out which parts of the beat you can trust. Because obviously I'm way worse at this than I should be. Although I got pretty good when I was playing before. Ha. Ooh. Don't worry, we'll get there, folks. We'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. Forgot which of my fingers were which. So the key here is to not let it make you jump. Uh-oh. It never sends you back terribly far, which I like, because it doesn't interrupt the gameplay. It's a sort of Super Meat Boy effect. And it really has this cool rhythmic feel. Like you can tell kind of by the basically sends you to the beginning of whatever the last challenge is if you die. No! You can hear the musical cue for the next part kind of starting up. I believe this is going to be a boss battle. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. No! Have to remember that I can jump. It's a lot of balls in the air, so to speak. No! Jump, 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 jump. Oh no. Ah! As you can see, it gets more difficult as you get more squares on the board, but then also less difficult as you clear them. So the worst part is actually after the second hit, because that's when there are a total 4. Well, I mean 3, because I've only hit one of them. But I'm not going to break up both of the octagons, because I feel like that would be crazy making. No! Oh. So as you can see, I'm not that great at games. I just enjoy playing them a lot. So in future, you're going to see me die a lot, especially to atmospherics, which I should be able to avoid. But I get into the rhythm of the music in most games and then run smack dab into traps, which is usually the design intent. So, you know, they've got that going for them. No. Never say die. Never give up. Never surrender. All that good nerd stuff. Yeah. No! I was down to the last hit. Which, of course, means the boss gets to activate its extra attack mode. That's usually the way these things work. Would this be called a multi-tiered boss? I guess. I'm going back, of course, to, like, 8-bit days when you had Final Fantasy villains who had a regular mode, and then a god form, and then an ultra god form, and, you know. Of course, in my day, it mostly meant an HP boost and different attack modes, but that's basically what we're talking about here, so, yeah. Ignore me. I've been playing games for a long time and haven't been getting much better at them. Alright. It would be nice if laser blasts could clear the air, so to speak. But no. I call them laser blasts even though they're just beams of light, because technically that's what a laser is. For all you science nerds out there, you should know that. For all you non-science nerds, now you know something new. Laser, light, amplification, something, something. This time, it's going to be exactly like the other times. See? Told you. Don't know what you expected. I'm not psychic. I'm just good at pattern recognition. We're gonna beat this. We're gonna beat this, guys. I swear it. I swear we're gonna beat it. I beat it before. No! Oh, and there we go, folks. That was level 1, basically, of 140. As you can see, that would have unlocked that, except I have unlocked, you know, all the way to the 4th. And the 4th cone, I was looking at the triangle with the sphere. The 4th sphere takes me to nothing. Takes me to a 4th level, which I haven't actually played yet, so I'm not going to do that because, you know, that would be anticlimactic. But what I will show you is over here on the other side, once you beat 1, 2, and 3, and I imagine now it's once you beat 1, 2, 3, and 4, you unlock the game in reverse. So, for instance, if I'm going... Ooh, I hope that's not too hard on everybody's eyes. So if I go in the first one... I don't know if you can remember all the way back to the start of this video, but this is the exact layout of the level from before, but in reverse. So that is also a cool mode to play in, because, you know, because it is. But that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining me on... ignore that. Actually, don't ignore that desktop. This is a desktop for my other YouTube channel, which is a Magic the Gathering themed YouTube channel. You should go check it out. I'll put a link in the description for this video. Magic the Gathering is an awesome game. We also do a podcast. I do a podcast with some friends about Magic called The Knowledge Pool. You can find that on iTunes. And I also do a podcast about sex, sexuality, nerd culture, all sorts of interesting pop culture stuff on iTunes or wherever you get podcasts. That's called Kink Geek. I will also put a link to that in the description. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this first adventure where we played through the first level of 140. You can find that on Steam for $1.86 right now, normally $5, and it is a pretty sweet game. So check that out, and check me out tomorrow for my very next video, in which we'll be playing some game. These videos are going to be between 20 minutes and an hour, depending on the length of the game. Maybe longer if I decide to do like a bunch of RPGs or whatever. I have all sorts of games. Anyway, thank you again for joining me, and we'll see you next time.